Yeah, so we're back, Big People Talking. Back for another episode. Welcome, one and all. We've got somebody new inside the building. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please.
I don't know, just Claudine. You can call me Claude.
Is that your name?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah? All right, then we're going to call her by her name. Yeah.
Hello.
Real name.
Nice to see you, Claudine.
Nice one, Claude. Claude
Dr. Strange in the place once again. You know. Who else is here?
joins in the place.
Got Len in the place.
Mm.
Fasidea.
Yeah.
Sensa Media.
Sense Media is there as well.
It was, are we going to talk about this corona that's been going on?
Boy, it'd be ridiculous to start off on anything else right now. You get me? Really, it's like. Firstly, yeah, I've got. Doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard about this thing, I didn't even take it serious. I'm like, oh yeah, foot and mouth disease.
Yeah.
What's that one when we couldn't eat McD's back in the day?
SARS.
Whatever.
Bird flu.
SARS was
Bird flu
serious,
thing.
bro.
Yeah, but it didn't really get here like that.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah, but is that just
Killed
us
bare
being a
people.
bit, like, naive?
Yep.
Because it
Yeah.
just fucks over other countries, and just because it don't come to England, we just think it's a joke.
That's true.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
SARS killed bare people.
Yeah, it's definitely none of them is a joke, but that's the thing. Maybe that's what I was guilty of thinking. Like, yeah, I know certain countries,
It's gonna help.
but we got proper, so we ain't
We're
gonna.
England.
Right,
We don't get.
but it's here. It's here apparently.
in full effect.
Do you know anyone with it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like properly tested. Or just
That's the thing.
They called
I don't know
111.
if anybody's properly
Yeah.
tested, but I
You
know,
know
somebody
people
who's come
self-medicating.
down with something, who's been in contact with somebody who was given a positive diagnosis.
Okay.
So, and they're not doing too. They're on the heel. They're on the mend now. They're a young man, very healthy, on the mend, but symptoms of like not feeling able to breathe properly and that sort of stuff. Flu-like symptoms and stuff like that. Just feeling a bit run down, but they look like they're on the mend still. But yeah, I think it's more important. I think the big thing is not passing it on to older people, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
more
that
that than
seems
anything.
to be it right now.
Yeah, the older generation. So even though you might have it, don't get too shook about it. But it's all about you passing it on to older people. Everyone's getting shook. I went to Tesco's, I think this morning, 7:00. The whole queue, it was packed. Packed.
Bruv.
People buying tissues. Tissues were gone. Eggs were gone. You know what I
This
mean?
is
People
what
just
I'm
want to
saying.
wipe their batty. That's
This
all
is
people's
what I'm
thinking about. It's like one of the symptoms of having coronavirus is you shitting. And
Oh, is it?
no, it's not. No.
But that's how they're going on.
That's how it's going on. Yeah.
Sorry.
You'd think the amount of tissue that people are buying.
I thought everyone was burning the toilet roll to do the kick-ups.
For real.
No. Yeah. It's madness.
Madness.
I'll be honest, I haven't actually been inside the shops yet to see what's going on. I've been to the corner shops and that.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
me.
what
I'm
you
hearing
need to
this
shop though.
mayhem.
That's what you need to.
The corner shops are packed.
Yeah, but put money in their pocket, innit? Because they're the ones that are going to be struggling.
That's a fair point.
Boy, that's
It's a
I
good
didn't even
point.
think about it
Wow.
that way still.
yeah. But we're all gonna be struggling the way it's fucking getting on right now, because they're saying shops are closed. You get me? Even like the travel industry. It's fucked.
Travel industry.
Airplanes are down, holidays are getting licked down left or right. I know at least 2 people who's going on holiday, and they don't want to. The country they're going to is not accepting people no more, but they don't want to cancel their flight because they'll have to pay. But but the flight company ain't cancelled it yet either. So it's like a waiting game. Whoever cancels it has to pay.
Wow.
So
Gosh.
it's actually affecting. Like you said, a lot of things come on the news and you don't really affect you. Like this is actually affecting man directly. So
Yeah. I know of a person who's stuck in another country, somebody who's stuck in India. They can't get back over here. It's quite difficult.
when did they leave though?
A couple of weeks ago. They're trying to sort it out right now still, but they're stuck.
Stuck where? In the airport and the hotel.
No, in the country itself. Luckily, they're pretty stable in
They're
that
all right
country.
over there.
When it comes to your mortgage and everything like that, the government's. I think it's up to your bank. In terms of your wages, your salary, I think the government's looking to put in 80% or something like that of your wage. That's
But where's
not
that money come
100%.
from? I swear the other day the country was brass. Now they've dug out 80% of everyone's wages.
Everyone's wages.
So where's that money coming from? What is that coming out of man's pension fund or whatever?
Didn't you see my man that they hired the other day? Boris Johnson kicked out Javid, whatever his name was, and then brought in the other my man.
What,
he
the
could spend
Indian
as
youth?
much, the other Indian youth. Yeah,
Did you? I saw him today.
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"I've decided that I'm gonna pay."
With the
I said,
case.
"Ross Clark, it's coming out of your piggy bank." You get me? Because he said, "I,"
Oh, did he say
yeah,
I?
yeah. Man's taken full responsibility for that job. So, boy, I don't know,
The
man.
money's always there. They just don't
Course.
want to give it to us.
At the end of the day, this is England. People are like, oh, Brexit, we're England. We've never been poor. If we're gonna be poor, we're just gonna go and rob someone else's stuff, and then we'll still not be poor. You get me? That's our speciality. You know what I mean? Robbing.
known for.
Yeah, no, it is.
But like the money side of things, not too because everyone's in the same boat, yeah. And like you say, we're in England. You got to think about in other countries, in third world and stuff. Like it's way worse, and they've got no access to healthcare. Like so, we are kind of privileged here. And to be honest, all the panic buying, everyone's just behaving like morons with that. Like there's enough food for everyone twice over. Like,
But they're saying something in the African genes, rejecting it, innit? I don't know if that's true now because Idris Elba's got
Idris
it, and he
got
looks
it.
African. So,
He looks
Callum
African.
Hudson-Odoi.
boy, but it's the deaths though.
yeah, but you know what? It's the count as well. Think about it. They got more money to test in like England, in America, and all of that. So is it just that they've got less because they're testing less?
That's thing. But on that note, there, China reported lower numbers than Italy of deaths. So obviously, even the people who have got resources are just fiddling the numbers. They're saying from space, this is not confirmed. They're saying from space that China have recently had like big holes dug. So they don't know if they're putting all the people who caught coronavirus and died in them holes or not. I don't know. As I said, that's not confirmed. You're gonna have to talk to NASA if you want to find out if that's true. But that's what people are writing down on the internet, and you know them people are tricky, man. So
Well, that's why it got moved so quickly because they didn't report it soon enough. So that's why it's moved to every country. So that's that. You know, if they're doing that, then obviously there's a chance that.
yeah, they're
Do you
trying to-
believe
confirm
it
the
started in China, in Wuhan?
I don't really.
We're going
know.
into conspiracy theories
Yeah,
here.
there is conspiracy theories, of course, but like I don't know necessarily what's right or wrong. Like I think China in like different regions of the world, people have been eating like different stuff for ages. Like it's just normal. It's just normal. Like it's just normal. There's fish that they can eat that you know what I mean. It can poison you if you eat just the wrong part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just don't really feel like it come from an animal.
Yeah, I that's the only part of the story I actually agree with, because there's people that are blatantly cannibals in the Amazon rainforest, and like you said, people eat everything. That's the best way to say it. So
And if they've been eating
Stitching
bats,
them up.
they've been eating bats for 500, 1,000 years. They didn't just say, "Oh look, there's a bat. Let's have a go now."
but the thing is
You know
that
what I mean?
the thing is about this, yeah, this is called coronavirus 19, yeah. So to me, that sounds like
1, 2,
there was
3.
18 other fucking attempts at this.
Fucking
Do you understand? What do you mean 19? This is the thing I'd never understand. I ain't no scientist. We might have to forward over to the doctor to confirm this. But why is it 19? Where's the other 18? What happened? What are you trying to improve? Why would you try and make something 19 times to do a specific job?
We have this on the back of their label, like protection from this, from way before it even came out. Like when I bought the bottle and I heard about it the same day, I looked at the back and it already said protection from COV, whatever it is, 19.
I mean, you got to think as well. Remember who is killing, who's at risk. And then you think about it, and it's like what they always continuously go on about being overpopulated.
So what are we talking New World Order here then?
Well, yeah, I mean, China like not that long ago changed their rights to be able to have a second child, which means they would have then had an influx of loads of children, like in the last sort of however long it's been in place, over a year or something. So probably everyone decided to have a second child, and now they're going to be back to being overpopulated. It's the same reason that I think over here they're not really shutting shit down that quick, because young people aren't dying. That's it.
It's interesting because in China, I think that they've got an overpopulation of old people, which is why they removed the ban of having one child, because there wasn't enough young people. Just saying.
No, it's crafty. It is. It's
If there's a country you could be in, other than the UK right now, where would it be?
Puerto Rico.
just saying.
Why-
just say
Oh, why is that, Len? Why is
The
that?
first thing that comes to my head.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's not a bad choice.
I'll go Jamaica.
Go Jamaica.
Yeah. I reckon right now, to be far away from Babylon right now until their intentions become clear, that's the best thing for me. You get me? Jamaica or Africa, I'm kind to.
No, it's good to be on an island. I think Jamaica's a good one because if they lock up the borders, then you'll decrease your chance of infection.
Yeah, good way of seeing it, I
Where
guess.
would you go?
I think I might follow suit with what you guys are saying still. Head back to yard still. Head back to yard. You know what? Just as well for the food. You know what I mean? Just to make sure I'm getting the right foods.
Right. Yeah.
Nutritious.
Yeah, exactly. That's
everything.
what I'm saying.
Do you know
You're
what I
not
mean?
getting no fucking poison shit. Like that chicken that you're yamming was running around like 7 minutes ago. Do you understand? That's maybe 17, but it's fresh. You get me? That's what I'll go for.
But not to be racist, ain't there bare fucking Chinese out there?
But
yeah,
that-
but
then-
they're Jamaican Chinese though. Blackanese. Ain't that what they're called?
Blackanese, but
Am I allowed to say that?
why not?
Just said
We
it.
all watch fucking Rush Hour.
Yeah.
We all watch that shit.
Yeah, no, fuck it.
I don't know if I want to go. I'll be honest. Is it a bit when you see like a Oriental? Is that better to see?
Go for it. We know what you're talking about.
When you see an Oriental person now on the train or whatever, like on the street, even certain MacDs I don't go to no more now because of what's going on. You know, if you got too much, listen.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then
want the food from here.
Nah,
Is that just
man.
ignorant?
Nah, well,
That doesn't affect me at all, to be
Yeah.
honest with
because
you.
you
I'll
know,
be honest
you know
still.
what? At this point, everyone's got it.
exactly.
Like you could be sitting opposite me now, and one of us could have it,
And we're all
we're
here.
just
Yeah.
Damn
with-
you,
without
Claudine.
without the symptoms. So like it's just past that now. Like in the beginning, yeah, like obviously that was a concern in the beginning, I think, for people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's the same way. Like you see how normally you might sneeze a couple of times in a day, or you might cough like how many times through the day. But now you're so sensitive to it that as soon as you cough, you're like, oh my god, have I got it? Or like someone coughs over there, and you're
Everybody's
like, whoa.
looking, innit?
Yeah,
Everybody's looking.
it's true. I
Yeah.
thought I had corona about 3 days ago.
Oh, you know what? A
Exactly,
normal sneeze or a cough, I wouldn't mind. But now, any little, everyone's looking around
even-
Exactly.
this
and
is-
taking 2 steps
Exactly.
back
This
and
is
looking
people-
at the floor for the meters to stay 2-3 meters back.
People with
You
manners,
know?
people with no manners, you know them no home training. Man, cover your mouth, blood. What's wrong with you?
And you know,
bruh?
it's at a period now where people will say that. What are you doing, bruv?
Yeah.
What are you doing? People will pull you
It's
up about it.
time. It's about time.
And yeah, you
Like,
know what I mean?
There's no harm in washing your hands more. There's no harm in like just being more sanitary because that's like a lot of people don't really
Isn't it? Just
do that enough.
Toilet straight out on the building site. Man's gone. What?
Oh,
Oh, T.
But
What
that's
you
yeah,
doing,
but that's
blood?
like that's just like so common. So now at least if everyone's getting in the habit from now, that should stay with you.
And they still ain't washing their hands properly, more people, blood.
You gotta sing happy
What is it?
birthday.
Happy birthday. 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's
What?
20
20
seconds.
seconds
20 seconds.
under warm water, washing it proper.
Busting it, bro.
Is that the rules?
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I just thought man said you just got to do this bit.
Nah,
Bit of it.
20 seconds
Yeah,
Yeah,
warm
by
water.
the time you do all that, that's 20 seconds.
Yeah, probably so still. That's true,
20 seconds.
actually.
Then you gotta go. Then you gotta turn on the tap door that everyone's been touching anyway. Then you gotta open the door that everyone's been touching anyway.
Stop, stay at your house. That will stop it. Stay at your
They
house.
really
That's
need
what
to
they're
use some of
saying.
these.
That's the
Stay at
safe
your yard.
spot. That's
Because
the safe spot.
And then what if someone in your yard's got corona? Then you're
You're
fucked.
just gonna have to hold it.
that's why you can't look at Chinese people and think anything because it's in here now. Doesn't matter where it came from. It's here now.
You've seen the Facebooks and that. It's true. Like they're actually stitching them up dirty.
I don't go on Facebook.
Yeah,
The-
Donald Trump's
the
dread still.
snakes.
Donald Trump has been.
Man's eating the
Oh, wait,
bats.
what's
The
Donald-
the
didn't
videos
Donald
that's been
Trump
going
But
on.
they've
China-
been eating that
Still
from
kung
years.
flu.
They
The videos are
eat
coming
like-
out all now though.
They've
No,
been
he
eating
didn't.
that
Did he?
from years.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. And then he called it the Chinese virus. And
The
then
Chinese
when they
virus,
tried to
I've
pull him up on it, he doubled down and
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, the reason why I call it that is because it came from China, and they tried to blame it on Americans."
Yeah.
like
I
Blame
don't
the
know.
president
Yeah.
of the United
the
States. of America
president.
saying-
And we got our little bumbling prime minister 2 yards behind him saying anything that he fucking wants. So we can't even laugh at them. That's the thing. Like our bro is such an idiot that we can't even laugh at Americans no more. They've always been kind of thick. You get me? Like ha ha ha. Now, like we've just made the same exact mistake as them. Like
We are mad.
deserve this.
Thick. We are. You know, like
No,
in
we
the
deserve this,
supermarket,
yeah.
you know, all that's left on the shelf is Corona beer. Like it has any, you know, that's how thick we are as a nation.
you're right,
Like
you're
it
right, you're
upsets
right.
me.
Yeah,
Like
no,
that.
you're right.
That's what we are.
yeah, you've done it. You've
Like
done
you're
the dance.
scared of being locked up in your house where you got access to water, you got access to all sorts of things, and you think toilet paper is your most important thing. Like there's many places in the world where you don't even have toilet paper anyway, yeah, and we're crying about it here. Like
Why are
it's
some
mad.
Britons like that? Why is that the case though?
Because we're so privileged. Like, that's why. Just come
Do
up
you
with the
think it's
silver
'cause
spoon. Like,
England's not, you don't see these things. So when this has hit us, obviously they might be doing it out there, but this is the first time we've had to do this as English people. Panic buy. Like what? Well, me in my 30 years. I'll tell
yeah,
you
of
that.
course.
Hold on. Is that one of them Corona masks you've got on right now? This is the only time you can actually wear a belly and gloves on the
You know, I
road
was
and
thinking that on
roll
the
like
way
it's not
here.
Halloween.
Yeah.
My Tesco's bro behind the counter had on one of them driller masks. One of them breathing things that then.
If I was working in Tesco's, I would too, because you're just coming into so
Yeah,
much
many
contact with
people.
people all day. Like, it's crazy in the supermarkets. Like, it's stupid because all the people that are in there, anything you're touching, anything you're coming across, like, you're more likely to spread it.
It's mad. I'll be real with you, yeah. I ain't been on the train for about 6 months before this even happened. I don't catch the train.
I don't.
I had
like
to
the
do a
train
one
either,
course,
but I have to.
and before that is about another 6 months. Like I don't catch the train, but you see now, yeah. Anyone who gets on the train is a certified madman to me. To me, you know what I'm saying? You are crazy. The people, anyway, and it's ram. It's still ram. Don't think it's not ram,
Of course, people's got to move.
boy.
Nah,
Well,
but-
People's got to move.
you better move
But you
correctly.
know, but the train is like a hot zone for it, isn't it? Like it's so dirty on the train. Yeah, like I don't think they ever clean the train. Like they might pick up a little bit of rubbish, yeah, but them seats. Since they were built, that's what's still there.
Yeah,
like that's what's still there.
That's
No one's valeting
No
that
one's
thing.
That's a
nothing.
business
No one's
idea.
scrubbed that out. No one's
Yo.
dealt up the
you,
place.
don't
like,
even
you see
know.
the trains in New York, they're all plastic in it, so at least you can just hose
True,
it down.
true,
like,
true,
but
true.
here, forget
That
about
is
it.
And you know, here the tramps sleep on the train. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, when I first started working there, yeah, there's one of the things you got to do when it gets to like the end of the line, like Harrow Weald or whatever, yeah. You got to clear the train. You know, there's certain G's who actually just get on the train and go sleep. Like take their drugs, their crack or whatever. I don't even know what kind of drugs these people are taking and just sleep on the train the whole way and then get up. As soon as it goes in the depot and comes back out, they get right back on and ride it all the way to the end and come back.
Oh shit.
That's real germs.
Yeah.
That's real germs soaking in that. And then people sitting on the train, holding the bar, holding the little thing. Listen, when I sit on the train, I'm like this. Oh, I feel scared. I hate it. I prefer to walk.
Man's trying to be in mid-air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even touching
Stasis.
anything. Yeah, just trying to levitate. It's the only
Till
way.
you hit one of them corners, boy. You just got to hold
Then
on.
you got to hold on.
No, but have you got the? I know you must have the brace, bruv. You see the way I stand on the train, yeah. Nothing can't wobble me. What, bruv? I
Be
challenge
honest.
I
anyone.
was on
Bring
the-
a camera. Let's do this.
I was on the train the other day and somebody there was a lady. Oh my gosh, this tiny little lady. When I mean to tell you, she'd push up on me right at the front. I was right at the front of the doors, and there was no chance of you getting in. She jumped in, trying to push in. I actually had to say to her, "What are you doing?" She said, "There's more space. You can move in." I said, "There's no space." She said, "Please." I said, "No." Then the man actually, the man that worked for the train piece, he actually came past, looked at her and said, "You gotta get off, ma'am. You can't get on. Get off, please." And he ended up actually just kind of nudging her, and she just ended up leaving.
She could have got
But
breached for that. She could have been on tag. Needed to make that time. You
For
don't
real,
even know.
you didn't know what she was
need
on.
to go pick up her
Listen.
use, but the next time she's late, blood, they're calling social blood.
That's not
Brother.
my problem, bruv.
Forget that.
Unfortunately,
Bruv, if that happened the other way round, the other way round, and a man pressing onto a girl like that, bruv,
That's true.
That's police.
Of course.
That's police.
You better just drag something off and get on. You better replace like it's a puzzle. God damn it. It's cheeky,
No,
though.
but people are just disgusting on the tube too. Like that's just what it is. People's just got no manners.
But look at that now. Look, you said about the homeless. I was thinking, where's the homeless gonna go in the corona, bro, when it's locked down?
Oh shit.
Huh? Where they going?
They don't care.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're homeless,
Don't care.
you got bigger problems than Corona right about now. You understand? And it's so sad, yeah. But there's
They're
very
sleeping in the shops, maybe breaking into the shops.
Yeah, because everything will be vacant, isn't it?
they're giving away a lot of food right now. You get me? Because all the shops are closing. They've given their food away to the homeless shelters and thing. But
Yeah, but all like when you like go into a cafe and you might come out from like a Costa or something like that. Loads of people hand them food and stuff. That's all gonna go because now everything's on lockdown. So like I don't know how they're going to get the food. Do you know what I mean?
Just gonna see dead bodies out on the road, blood. Blood just gonna fucking throw a sheet over, said COVID-19, nigga. God damn it. Shit, it's gonna be like The Purge. You see these movies, yeah, like, what's gonna happen, blood?
So this was in a movie though, innit, called Contagion, yeah? Like also it was in the 2008 book, I can't remember the name of it. You can edit it up and put the book up, it's a little purple one. But it said in 2020, coronavirus will attack the bronchial. Bruv. Okay.
Prophesizing Donald Trump into presidency.
But how are they doing this, bruv? How are they doing this? All right.
Because maybe that's when they like had Corona 15 or something.
There you go. Yeah.
So they were like time and time.
Yeah.
It's people control now, blood. They're gonna lock you down. Look at all the man them. Look at all the brothers them, yeah? They're fucked. You know why they're fucked? Now the feds know exactly where to get you, blood. He's at home, blood. You better be self-isolated somewhere else, blood. You better.
Look. A book published in 81 said that in 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness would spread across the world, called Wuhan 400.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's very specific.
From a book published, and the other one is from a book published in 2008. Same thing, Wuhan 400. You get me? How are these people knowing this?
Wow.
Do you understand? Is that
that means these sort of things would be
I don't believe
in
it's
production.
yeah, exactly. Because I don't believe in like predicting the future.
Sylvia Brown? That's her name. Sorry to cut you. Sylvia Brown was the author into 2008 book.
Wow.
That's mad.
And she said in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments.
In 2020.
2008, she's written that. Look, you can see it in 2020.
In around 2020. Wow.
Which would mean that this has been planned for well over a decade.
Yeah, and it's been.
How long have you seen that, though?
To just get old
People's
people
been sending me
people.
this for ages
Recently.
since it's been happening, but the book's there. It's a real book.
I don't know, because if you think about it, to the government, yeah, old people and already existing like health conditions, sick people, that's who burdens your coin, innit, really. Like, so like the elderly need medications and they need like taking care of, and
Surgery.
they're at a pension point, so they're taking money back from the government. You know what I mean? Same with anyone with pre-existing health conditions, even smaller ones like asthma. You're entitled to a pump. You're entitled to this, and so that's all what costs your economy money, really.
Yeah.
So they're not worried about losing those people.
Okay, but on the other side of the argument to that, yeah, don't you think that those people would be the members of community or society, whatever, that have the most liquid money and assets? Probably the oldest ones, because they've been alive the longest. So
But they'll be taken care of.
Perhaps,
The
but-
same way you've seen a delivery of massive amount of toilet paper going to number 10 Downing Street. Like, he's isolation school. They can just make one phone call and they got what they need, innit? It's all the rest of us. It's all the people without the money, the people with, just working normal day-to-day jobs. Like, you'll just forget about that.
And the thing is, people are living longer than ever. Nobody
Exactly,
thought people would be
that's the
living
problem.
this long.
Yeah, it's
People
true.
are living longer
By
than ever.
20
They're having to push the
yeah.
pension way down.
Yeah.
By the time we get to that age, it might well be 95.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
you
Might
better
well
make sure
be.
your pension's private up.
You know what I mean? So, anyway.
Well, you can see it by the same way that they test all these celebrities, all these footballers. They're all just getting tested on a mass scale, yeah. But if I call up now with loads of symptoms, 111, they'll be like, just stay at
Yeah,
home.
you're calling
They ain't,
yourself.
they ain't testing
Yeah.
me.
You're not
They don't
important
care.
enough.
No, exactly. That's why all these people with no symptoms are like, I've got the virus. And I'm like, you know what? There's other people calling. And like, obviously, flu to someone that's relatively healthy, it's probably not too risky. But with the panic around it, you probably would want to get tested. You know what I mean?